Hi, Guy Gronewald here, Gronewald Fur and Wool Company. We haven't done a video in a while on the fur side, and I was just going to relay a few items to you. First thing is all of our routes in Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Missouri, and Nebraska are already posted, so you can go on our website and find those. Oh, and Kansas as well is posted. We have a few more routes that'll be posted, but most of those will be run later, so we'll probably post those later, like New York State and Virginia, North and South Carolina, Georgia. So those will all be a bit later. Everybody, I mean, we get so many calls a day, about what the fur market is. A lot of people could call and just asking if we're buying. And yes, we are buying, and yes, we are buying all items. We're buying, raccoon, we're buying muskrats, we're buying beaver, we're buying all items. Coyote will probably be, again, the best item as far as price. It'll be a little cheaper than last year, but it'll still be, pretty desirable, especially the further west you go. The softer, the paler the coyote is definitely in demand this year. The thing that the entire fur business is talking about right now is the ranch mink that are being killed off or culled in Denmark, which is the largest mink producing country in the world. And you have to understand a couple things about that. One is that the skins that they do cull that aren't infected, those will be able to be marketed this year. The ones that are infected, they won't be marketed, they'll be burned. So it'll definitely lessen the crop for this year, but the crops going forward is where you're really gonna see a difference, because all the breeders are gonna be killed in that country. And the market in China has already it's already been affected by that. I would say that mink from August to right now are up at least 50%, which seems like a big number, but if you realize how cheap mink were, some of the females were only $8 or $9. That's a $13, $14 mink. Now it's not that big of a price increase, but it is, it is certainly going to help. The items that it'll help the most are muskrat, wild mink, fisher, sable. Those items can be directly impacted because they're used either as replacements or as trims on those mink coats, and the mink coats are going to be worth more money, and therefore they can pay more for those skins. Another thing you have to realize is is raccoon going to be affected? Well, it will be affected immediately in that there is more liquidity in the business. In other words, the price of mink has gone up, so people have made money on, there was just 15 million skins sold in Denmark and in Saga. And so those skins, people have already made money, so that's money coming into the fur business. So there's more liquidity, and people will be more interested in investing in an item like raccoon or speculating on it. Now, the bad thing is most styles, most coats are developed for the season in March or April, and that's when retailers come in, start to place orders, and the manufacturers show their collections. So you can't just sell a mink coat to a customer in China and then say, hey, the price went up, sorry, I'm going to put raccoon on this. It just doesn't work that way. So will there be some big impact like there is on the ranch mink right away? No. I mean, I'm selling raccoon every day in China, and the price that I'm getting has not materially changed whatsoever. But the good thing is in July, you couldn't sell a raccoon. I couldn't sell a raccoon at any price, and they are selling. So that's definitely a positive development, and this will be kind of a long-term or medium-term development in the fur business. It's going to be 5 years, certainly, before people can react, around the world. They have to save breeders back to increase production in the mink. So this will be a bottleneck in the fur trade for several years, which could definitely impact positively the wild fur business. So anyway, I guess we're running all of our routes. Most of them are posted, and we'll be buying all items, and many of them will be sort of similar price to last year. but maybe look for maybe some modest increases in muskrats, sables, and even some of the other items. Thank you.